For our practicum project, we work with the Washington Redskins, specifically looking at their season ticket members and doing some analyses about those that profile of customers. So in our project, we first did a profile analysis of the season ticket members to find out who the Redskins season ticket holders are, and then focused on the churn of the season ticket members and tried to predict which members would drop their membership. So for our initial profile analysis, we did a lot of just univariate analyses, looking at variables like age groups. And so basically from our large database, we grouped and merged a whole bunch of tables together. And then from there, kind of analyzed season ticket members broken down by these different variables. So one of them was age. As we can see, most of our season ticket members are older. We also looked at gender, so the vast majority of them are male. And also location. Surprisingly, we have some people from all over the country, but most of them are focused around the DC area. So for our churn analysis, we saw that the percentage of season ticket members who dropped their membership at some point was 33%, which is slightly above the average for the NFL and for sports. And to be able to predict which season ticket members would drop their membership, we built two models. A logistic model using variables like age group, gender, purchase price. And so some of these variables were pulled from other tables, or some of them were engineered, such as the age group, which was derived from the birth date. We got pretty good results from this model. We also built a decision tree using the same variables. And as we can see here, this is kind of a subset of our decision tree rules. And so if you look on the left, the lower the attendance and the younger or the less the tenure of a season ticket member, the more likely they are likely to leave. And each node here has a particular probability of leaving. So what we found from this decision tree model was that these three variables were the most important. Price, and the effect of price kind of surprised us. The higher the price that someone paid, the higher the possibility that they churned. Attendance, which makes sense. The least amount of games someone's attending, the more likely they are to churn. And then membership length, people who have been members for longer are more likely to keep renewing their memberships. So from these results, we got a few recommendations for marketing strategy. So as we saw, older season ticket members represent the bulk of the revenue, and so we recommend keeping them pleased, but also finding ways to attract young fans with things like promotions and events, things like concerts, and things like that we believe could be pretty successful. And then because we saw that attendance was a major factor in determining the churn, we suggest trying to keep attendance high, and whether that's sending out reminders about games or things like that, and keeping people involved. And then also because our higher paying customers were more likely to churn, then having some kind of rewards program for those members would be useful. And then finally, for those people who churn, trying to follow up and collect some survey data to be able to have some qualitative data and really understand why those people are leaving and really tease out the causality in this data. So thank you very much.